Hello, Jolie.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Are you back from Hanoi? Or where were you?
I'm in my boyfriend's hometown.
Okay. Do you go there every week?
No, not really.
So how often do you go there?
I go there if I am free. So yeah, because I just finished my
Okay.
examination, so
Ah,
yeah,
so you're free.
I'm quite yeah, that's right.
Ah, nice. Okay. So let's get to it. Let's get down to business. Where are we? Mm-hmm. Go down, 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 down.
I remember that in the last lesson we discussed about mock tests.
The mock test. Hmm. These are good ones. What products or services do people in your country like to complain about?
I suppose that people are commonly complained about everything that happened negatively to them. So if whenever they receive a bad products or a bad service, they always make complaint.
Okay.
Uh, for example, they can make complaint about health service if they have to wait in a long queue,
Mm,
or they receive like a careless advice from the doctor.
okay.
Mhm. As for the internet connection, they can make complaint about the speed of using the internet. It's too low or that sort of thing.
Mm.
Healthcare, internet.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. There's some general words for things. So if they're complaining about the Wi-Fi and how the system with the whole thing comes on the internet. You don't actually have to explain more than internet. Same way you don't have to explain more than vehicle for car,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
unless it's not a vehicle. So it's one of those things, again, the shortening. So the
Okay.
question is, what products do you see? Well, in my opinion, yes, they want you to talk a lot. But if you have the 3 points already there, then you can start again, starting simple. So standing in line, aka queues. Queues means stand in line. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people complain about queues. British people love queues.
Mm-hmm. Really?
In fact, they did an experiment recently, and someone just went in front of a shop and stood there. And within 10 minutes, there was a queue around the building, but no one knew what was going on in front. There was
Mm-hmm.
nothing. There was nothing going on. It was just a queue. We just love queues.
Why?
I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just a thing. It's a thing. We just like to queue for stuff. It's just weird. It's yeah, but we like queues. But queues, healthcare. A lot goes under healthcare. So you're always thinking of the general word for the loads of different things they want you to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Start big. Start big, simple, and take it complicated, complicated to shorter. So cues, healthcare, whether you're healthy, whether the state of living, whether it's injuries, doctor's advice, anything under that is healthcare. Long,
Okay.
yeah. And finally, internet, as I said, broadband, speed, areas, accessibility, internet issues. And then you can take it from there. So with Q's, you can, with medical,
Mhm.
complain about doctors, Wi-Fi, internet access, and you build. Start big, big simple, and go small complicated.
Okay.
Is it necessary for companies to set up customer service? Have you ever worked in
Yeah.
customer service?
Sorry.
Have you ever worked in customer service?
Once when I was in university, in my university, I had a part-time job,
Okay.
working as a um, customer, uh, working in the customer service department
Hmm.
in a learning center. Hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, from my perspective, it is really necessary, um, because it can improve the qualities of service that any company could provide for their customers. Customer service is like has many functions.
Mm.
It allows us to receive feedbacks from customer to our products or service, so we can improve the qualities of them. In addition, we also receive some questions from our customer, so we could like give a clear instruction to customers how to use our product, that sort of thing.
Okay. That was a full answer to the question,
Hmm.
but it wasn't a conversational answer to a question. There was one, yeah. So you said something first that was just beautiful and it stands alone. And so sometimes in English you have to let your words sink in. A lot of the times in English we're blah, 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 but sometimes we say something and we want them to catch it. So the first thing you said was it improves the quality of the service the company provides. That is a beautiful sentence. Let that
Hmm.
sink in. Everything after that loses that. Does that make sense? So
Hmm.
when you say something profound, you need to let it stand. You need to let them
Ruminate. Okay.
let it let it sink in for a second. Let them that's where the conversation, because what you did was answer it like a question. Like you had A, B, or C, and you have to read out the right answer. So it was very, very da, 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 da. But everything after what you said first was a little bit trying to find something to fill in the space. No, part of the conversation is not filling in the space. Let it ruminate. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was such a simple answer. It's almost like you could have said "duh" at the end. Of course, it improves. What does it do? Is it necessary? Of course, because it improves the quality of the service that the company is providing. Done. It's but then let it sink in. You can even, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like this. Like for instance, if you have this, da, 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 but have the conversation. Don't be scared of the words, because the first sentence was just I just thought to myself, but you didn't leave any space for me to go, that's how you say it. It's like you mic dropped, but then you carried on talking with no mic. It's like mic drop, and then nothing. So the
Okay.
rest of it was good, but the first part was like, bam, that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes, if it's good enough, let it sit for a second. See if they want more, rather than give them more.
Okay.
But I liked your answer, regardless. Ooh. Describe a time you complained about something but finally got a good result.
It's probably 1 month ago when I had an experience to buy a dress
Mhm.
uh, from an online shop.
Okay.
Honestly, I had already had experience on purchasing on that shop once, and at that time, I was really satisfied with their products as well as their customer service. I mean, they were really supportive. They gave me useful advice about. I mean, they gave me sufficient information about the product that I would like to buy, and they also give me some useful advice when dressing that cloth. I mean, how to mix and match with other items to look more fashionable. Um,
Okay,
but
so sorry, what was the issue, Julie, exactly? You bought something, but it was the wrong dress, or the wrong size, or the wrong color.
it's the wrong side. But
Okay.
I but I told but I told a story about the previous experience.
Ah, okay. Okay, so this is okay, this is good. This is good one. This is a good one to practice on. So the previous time you bought a dress, was it the wrong size, or this time was the wrong size?
This time was a
Okay.
wrong side.
Uh, well, as I use the and so you called them, and how did you set the dress? I'll get back to the other story in a second. But what happened with the dress?
They gave me the wrong side, even though the color, the material was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I contacted to the customer service staff and told them about my problem. They attempted me an apology, and they gave me another dress by using like express delivery, and gave me a 10% of discount on the product. So yeah, eventually I was pretty satisfied with their service, how they deal with my complaint. Probably a month ago, I bought a dress online that, and it was the wrong side. I've used the online store before, so I wasn't worried. I contacted
Goodness.
their customer service and they were so helpful. They expressed a new address a new dress
Mhm.
to me right away and even gave me a 10% discount. Overall, I was very satisfied.
So at the
Okay.
beginning, I need to rectify it. I was doing something and switching sentences. So probably a month ago, that's how you started. Okay. So this question is a time you complained about something but got a good result. So
Mm-hmm.
the other story is interesting but not relevant
Mm-hmm.
because then you start stumbling and the person loses the story. So
Okay.
the essence was probably a month ago. Nice start. Probably a month ago. You said I had the experience and then you repeated experience twice. You don't need experience at all because you're telling the story and it's almost like you're painting the picture right there. So you don't have to tell them that it was an experience. You're giving them the experience. So this was the experience, and then they have to experience it with you. That's what the conversation is about. So probably a month ago, I bought a dress online. Okay, and this was where I got the. I bought a dress online. I was gonna write that was the wrong size. That was the wrong size, or and it was the wrong size. I I've used it, but then you don't have to explain because you shopped online. We don't care about the store, the customer service. I've used the store before, so I wasn't worried. I wasn't too worried because it was
Mm-hmm.
the wrong size. You've used them before. The picture is being painted. I called up the customer service. I contacted the customer service, and they were very helpful. They expressed address to me. You can say that because it's super express. So they expressed address to me right away. When
Okay.
it came, it's probably if they expressed it, it's probably a day. All the information is there. Sorry, the details are in the information. If they expressed address to you, it's fast. That's what it means. Expressway. They expressed the new dress to me and even gave me a 10% discount. You don't have to give the details around the 10% or even the whole telling them that they were sorry. We know they were sorry because not only did they, so there's some things are show and not tell. You said they were helpful. They were so helpful. Of course they said sorry, they were helpful people. And they expressed address. So of course they're sorry. And then they, and even gave you a 10% discount. They're really, really sorry. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The rest of that is not even important anymore because you've actually answered the question.
But the problem is,
Hmm.
in IELTS examination, in this part, we should like talk in within about 2 minutes. So if I talk too short, the examiners will ask me more about this one.
But this isn't
Or
short. This is very long. This is because
mm,
it's expressions. It's a conversation. So
mhm.
I mean, I could probably time it. Me talking about it because every bit of it, it doesn't have. You don't have to put too much detail. So, for instance, the beginning, probably a month ago, I bought a dress. It was a store called something. You can maybe name it. Oh, it was a
Mhm.
store where yeah, I've shopped there before. Anyway, but this time, because you want to stick to the story before you go to backstory. Backstory doesn't matter as much, and 2 minutes is very short when you're talking.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're writing it, it reads quick. But I bought the wrong size dress, and I mean I've used the store before, so I wasn't too worried because they're pretty good. And the last time they helped me choose a dress. So anyway, from that I had their details, I had their contacts, so I called them up immediately, and yeah, I spoke to one of the agents. Who was so friendly. They all kept apologizing and stuff. Said they'll send me my dress. They expressed my dress to me. It was overnight, and they even gave me a 10% discount. And I was so happy because it was also the. But you don't have to
Okay.
live on that side of the idea. The idea is you got a dress, you got it expressed, go. But how you tell the story. So probably a month ago, if you think you're talking for 2 minutes, part of that 2 minutes is thinking. So you did it at the beginning. You said probably month ago. That's at least 5 seconds. So you're
Okay.
having a conversation. They say speaking for about 2 minutes. No one's thinking of 2 minutes. They want you to go over 2 minutes. So as long as you're not thinking of 2 minutes, you can talk because it's your experience. But you want to tell a bit of the story. It's like a story of any kind. You okay. So I went yesterday. I lost my phone. Oh, on Sunday I lost my phone. I lost it at the back of a taxi,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gone. I've called the office. I follow my phone every day. I can still see it. It's down to 1% battery. I wrote about 5 emails. 5 different people have spoken to me. I was really upset. I couldn't sleep. And finally today I went to their office. They're on the 3rd floor. I went to speak to a manager, and he was able to give me the driver's phone number, and hopefully I can call him and I could go on. The point is, I still haven't got my phone. The point is, I still haven't got my phone, but it's an ongoing story. Same as this dress thing. They express your dress to it. It's a past story. So you can embellish as much as you want. And embellishing is adding little bits of detail that you don't really necessarily need, but not too much. Just,
Okay.
yeah, you talk about it. Yeah, the shop, I bought something from them once before. The last time it was a dress. So I wanted to get the different color this time and something. You shopped there before. That's the point. Give them the point and you want to move on. Because 2 minutes is longer because people are always thinking about words. No. You're having a conversation. That's what. Look at ours. Our time is 7 minutes left. Yeah, that's a conversation. Part of a conversation is the middle. When do people usually complain?
Mm, the most common reasons why people
When,
uh
not why.
when they receive bad service.
Yeah, yeah. I would have said in the morning before coffee. I mean, keep that in your back pocket because a lot of the times with these things, they want you to show your your understanding of English.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that is how we see things, how words come out. It's not always going to be like so grammatically accurate. Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah, some things are just very general that you can relate to even in English. So if I said, "Oh, when do people usually complain?" Most people in the morning before coffee. There we go. You can relate to it in any culture. It's
Okay.
also very clever, and it's also a nice use of words, and it's also very short.
Mm-hmm.
Most people complain in the morning before coffee. 5 words, done. And you suddenly sound so natural because you think naturally. So let these things also let the words come out of you. Can complaining help solve problems? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because when people complain, they give feedbacks, and when we receive feedback, we know what the problems are, and we can figure out the way we can improve ourselves.
Yeah, I don't agree, but I like your answer. I don't believe you. Why are you not working? Did I not work? Oh, I did. I wrote it feedback. Make sure the K sound feedback.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
complaining helps solve problems. In my experience, no, because people tend to people tend to act wrongly when you complain about something, and most people tend to complain about things before they try to fix it. So people complain needlessly. People are, but that's my experience. Sometimes, if I was in England, I would say complaining helps because you have the right government system, and people
Hmm.
to make it work. But everywhere, I'm in Czech Republic. Yeah, complaining is not your friend. It's not. But each to their own. Have you heard that before?
Each to their own.
So everybody do what you're doing. Everybody has
Mhm.
their own thing. So, oh man, did you know that Michael is now taking up deep deep sea diving and cycling? Yeah, well, each to their own, I suppose. He's doing what he wants to do. He's doing what he should do, so to speak. So each to their own is a nice phrase people use. But yes, I like your answer because problems do get solved. But try not to always be too, I guess, formal.
Mhm.
You really, really do. You're pretty hard on yourself when you speak and when you study. You have all these formal words, and I'm like, I haven't used that word. I haven't said definitely in a while. I've said absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I've said it. Yeah. But definitely is very like I would definitely like make sure you come to mass at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'll definitely be there. It's one of those event words, assurance, if you will, rather
Mhm.
than agreement.
Okay.
Definitely, it's gonna happen.
How about absolutely?
Absolutely. If you have the balls to say bloody, please do. Absolutely. But some people consider it swearing in some cases, but
Mhm.
most people will probably just laugh. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It is funny. Absolutely. I haven't said that either in ever. I've heard it and it always makes me laugh.
Uh
So
huh.
so there's certain words that only a certain kind of or certain group of English will say. So absolutely, mate. That's the you would hear it with that accent rather than absolutely. Or
Mhm.
absolutely in a normal everyday situation. With your friends in a pub, yes. On an out, no, I wouldn't say it. Not
Mhm.
because it's overly formal. But
Okay.
absolutely. Can complaining help? Oh yeah. I mean, saying absolutely is like saying do pigs shit in the woods?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like it's a really good answer, but at the same time, it's like okay, it's a bit much. It's a bit too fancy. That's the thing.
Okay.
So, in your experience, yeah, absolutely, definitely does work. But if you're going to say definitely, you can't say definitely. It can
Okay.
because definitely has to be definite. Definitely it can help because then it's overemphasizing. Definitely is definite. Nothing goes
Okay.
after definitely unless you're saying yes.
Mhm.
So if you're saying definitely, the next thing should be yes.
Okay.
And if not, then it's just definitely. Are you going to
Okay.
come there tomorrow? Definitely. Are you going to the cinema? Definitely no. Yes or no? They go well. And what kind of people complain?
A person without people before having coffee in every morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The people before coffee. Same people.
Mhm.
So if you say for the last one, it's like, oh, the same people I said the last time. Same coffee heads. I say idiots sometimes. I was like people that don't check. I'll see you tomorrow.